Have you ever eaten papaya, thinking you were doing something good for your health? It's soft, sweet, easy to digest, and filled with enzymes, vitamins, and antioxidants that seem to promise better digestion, glowing skin, and a stronger immune system. But what if I told you, this very fruit, this so-called fruit of long life, can quietly harm your health if you eat it the wrong way? For seniors over 60, the danger is real. Most people have no idea that papaya, when eaten at the wrong time, in the wrong form, or alongside certain medications, can trigger severe stomach pain, internal bleeding, medication failure, infections, even life-threatening allergic reactions. And here's the worst part. Most of these reactions happen silently, with no warning, until it's too late. But there's good news. When used the right way, papaya becomes one of the most powerful healing foods for digestion, inflammation, immunity, and recovery after 60. In this video, I'll reveal the 6 most dangerous papaya mistakes seniors are making, and how to avoid them. Each one is backed by real science, and each one can protect your stomach, your medication safety, and your energy. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, have you ever had a strange reaction after eating papaya, heartburn, rash, or something unexpected? I read and reply to as many comments as I can. Now let's begin with mistake number 1, the one almost everyone makes without realizing they're throwing away something priceless. Mistake number 1, throwing away papaya seeds. The hidden gold mine. It's the most common mistake almost everyone makes. You slice open a papaya, scoop out the seeds, and throw them in the trash without thinking twice. But what you just threw away wasn't waste. It was medicine. Papaya seeds are one of the most overlooked natural remedies for seniors, and if you've been tossing them, you've been throwing away protection. These tiny black seeds contain powerful compounds that can help kill harmful bacteria like E. coli and salmonella, destroy intestinal parasites thanks to a rare compound called benzyl isothiocyanate, support digestion by boosting protein breakdown, vital for seniors struggling with low stomach acid and muscle loss. Reduce joint pain and inflammation with natural anti-inflammatory fatty acids, like oleic acid. Protect the heart by fighting oxidative damage. It's nature's pharmacy, packed into a teaspoon. But like all medicine, dosage matters. Too many papaya seeds, especially raw, can irritate the liver and overwhelm the body. That's why experts recommend no more than 5 to 6 fresh seeds per day, or just 1-2 teaspoons of dried and ground seeds mixed into a smoothie or yogurt. And for some seniors, papaya seeds must be avoided completely. If you're pregnant, these seeds may trigger uterine contractions. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, their compounds could interfere with your medication. So what's the smart move? Use papaya seeds, but use them with respect. Start small, stay consistent, and always monitor how your body reacts, because sometimes the part we throw away turns out to be the most healing of all. Now let's move to mistake number 2, a mistake that's even more dangerous, especially for seniors with a sensitive stomach. Mistake number 2, eating unripe papaya, a digestive disaster. It looks perfectly harmless, a green papaya sitting on the counter, firm to the touch, sliced into salads, cooked in stews, even eaten raw in some cultures. But here's what most people don't know. Unripe papaya contains 10 to 15 times more papain than ripe fruit, and that amount of enzyme can do real damage. Papain is the same powerful compound that makes papaya so good for digestion. But in large quantities, it does something different. It begins breaking down the lining of your stomach itself. That's when the problems begin. Severe heartburn, stomach cramps, nausea, diarrhea. Many seniors feel these symptoms and assume it's just something they ate. But often, it's the unripe papaya working against your gut. And if you're pregnant, this isn't just uncomfortable. It's dangerous. High papain levels can stimulate uterine contractions, raising the risk of miscarriage or preterm labor. This is not a fruit to take lightly. There's more. Unripe papaya has been linked to latex cross-reactivity. If you're allergic to latex bananas or avocados, your risk of an allergic reaction skyrockets. Mouth tingling, skin rash, even swelling of the lips or throat. For seniors, these are signs to take seriously. So how do you stay safe? It's simple. Always choose fully ripe papaya. Look for mostly yellow skin. The fruit should give slightly to pressure. It should smell sweet, and the inside should be deep orange, never pale or greenish. If your papaya isn't ripe yet, place it in a paper bag with a banana and let it ripen safely on the counter, because the difference between healing and harm might just be a few days of patience. Coming up, mistake number 3 could be life-threatening if you take medications daily. Mistake number 3, ignoring medication interactions, life-threatening risk. You might think of papaya as just a fruit, but inside, it acts more like a drug. It contains active compounds like papain, vitamin K, and powerful enzymes that can interact, sometimes dangerously, with the medications you take every day. And if you're over 60, the risks go up. Why? Because most seniors take multiple prescriptions, and few realize that papaya can quietly interfere with how those drugs work in your body. Let's start with the most serious one, blood thinners. If you're taking warfarin or similar medications, you must be careful. Papaya contains vitamin K, which counteracts blood thinners. That means papaya can reduce your medication's ability to prevent blood clots, leading to a higher risk of stroke, heart attack, or even pulmonary embolism. And it doesn't stop there. If you take NSAIDs like ibuprofen or steroids like prednisone, popping can intensify their effects. The result? Increased risk of stomach bleeding, ulcers, and severe gastrointestinal irritation. Still think this is just fruit? Here's one more danger. Papaya's enzymes can speed up your digestion, which sounds like a good thing, but it can cause your body to flush medications too quickly. That means time-release heart pills, diabetes meds, or blood pressure drugs may not fully absorb, leaving you underdosed without knowing it. So what's the smart move? If you're taking long-term medications, follow these 3 rules. Limit papaya to 1 cup per week. Keep a 2-hour window between your meds and your fruit. Tell your doctor if you're regularly eating papaya, especially if you're on heart, blood thinner, or diabetic meds. Because sometimes, the biggest danger isn't what's in your medicine bottle, it's what's sitting on your plate. Coming up, mistake number 4 is one nearly every health-conscious person makes without realising it, believing that if a little is good, then more must be better. But with papaya, that belief can backfire. Mistake number 4, believing more is better. The overload. It starts with a good intention. You hear that papaya is healthy, so you eat it every morning. Maybe even add it to your smoothie. A little more at lunch, maybe again at dinner. You tell yourself, it's fruit. What's the harm? But here's the truth. Even healthy foods can become harmful when you overdo it. And with papaya, too much of a good thing can quietly become a digestive disaster. Let's break it down. First, the fibre. 1 cup of papaya gives you around 2.5 grams of dietary fibre. That's great when it's part of a balanced diet. But if you eat too much papaya day after day, you can flood your gut with excess fibre. The result? Bloating, cramping gas, and even explosive diarrhea. And for seniors, where hydration levels and digestive resilience drop with age, this can quickly lead to dehydration and fatigue. But fibre isn't the only issue. Too much papain, that digestive enzyme we've praised, can turn on you. In small amounts, it breaks down protein and eases digestion. In large amounts, it starts irritating the stomach lining, triggering acid reflux, gastric discomfort, and in some cases, ulcers. Still think more is better. There's one more strange effect you should know. It's called carotenemia. When you consume too much beta-carotene, the pigment builds up in your bloodstream, and it can turn your skin and the whites of your eyes yellow-orange. It's not dangerous, but it's terrifying when you see it. Many mistake it for jaundice or liver failure, and the only cure? Stop eating too much papaya. So what's the smart limit? Experts recommend no more than 1 cup, 140 g per serving, 4 to 5 times per week, max. Not every day, not with every meal. Just enough to get the benefits, without overloading your system, because even the best foods, when abused, can quietly turn against you. Coming up next is mistake number 5, a simple storage error that turns healing papaya into a bacterial breeding ground within hours. Mistake number 5, the storage catastrophe, food poisoning risk. You slice your papaya, enjoy a few bites, then cover the rest. Maybe. Leave it on the table, or toss it in the fridge uncovered. What could go wrong? It's just fruit, right? But here's the truth that most seniors don't realise. Papaya is a bacterial magnet, and if you store it the wrong way, it can become dangerous in just a few hours. Why? Because papaya is loaded with natural sugars, and it holds a high amount of water, the 2 things bacteria love most. Once you slice it open, you've exposed a perfect breeding ground. Soft flesh, warm kitchen, moist surface. If left out at room temperature, harmful microbes like E. coli and Salmonella can multiply rapidly, and they don't need much time. In fact, after just 4 hours, your cut papaya can reach high-risk levels of bacterial contamination. That means by dinner time, the same papaya you cut at lunch could now be quietly poisoning your gut. The symptoms? Sudden bloating, sharp stomach cramps, nausea, diarrhea, vomiting. For seniors whose immune systems may already be weaker, this isn't just unpleasant, it's potentially dangerous. So how do you protect yourself? By following these senior-safe storage rules. For whole papaya, keep it at room temperature until it ripens. Once ripe, move it to the refrigerator immediately. It will stay fresh for about 5 to 7 days in the fridge. For cut papaya, refrigerate it within 30 minutes of cutting store in a clean, airtight container. Make sure your fridge is at 40 degrees, 4 degrees, or colder. Eat it within 2 to 3 days, maximum. And don't forget the step that many skip. Wash the skin thoroughly before slicing. Why? Because the outside of the fruit often carries invisible bacteria from soil, handling, or storage. When your knife cuts through the skin, it drags those microbes straight into the flesh. It's one of the most common ways seniors unknowingly introduce harmful germs into their fruit, and straight into their stomach. So remember this, even the cleanest looking papaya, can become a silent threat if stored the wrong way. Respect the fruit, store it smart, and always think of papaya as a fresh food, not shelf stable. Because you're not just feeding your body, you're feeding your immune system or your infections. Coming up next, mistake number 6 may be the most dangerous of all, and it hides behind a seemingly healthy reaction. Let's talk about papayan allergies and the signs you might be missing. Mistake number 6, ignoring the allergy alarm, papayan sensitivity. It often starts with something small. A tingling in the mouth, a tiny rash, a mild cramp after eating papaya. You brush it off. It's just fruit, you think. It's nothing. But what you don't realize is that these minor symptoms could be your body's early warning system. Because for some people, especially seniors, papaya isn't just a superfood. It's a hidden allergen. The real issue? Papain. The same powerful enzyme that gives papaya its digestive superpowers can trigger serious, even life-threatening allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Most people have never even heard of papain sensitivity, but it's more common than you think, and it's often misdiagnosed or completely ignored. Let's look at the signs, starting with the subtle ones. A burning or tingling sensation in the mouth, mild nausea, or bloating after eating papaya. Small, itchy rashes on the hands or around the lips. Unusual fatigue that hits within an hour of eating. These may seem harmless, but they're not. They're clues, your immune system quietly signaling distress, and if you ignore them, the reactions can escalate. Swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat. Sharp, persistent abdominal pain. Widespread hives across the body. Difficulty breathing. Or worst of all, anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is a medical emergency. It can happen within minutes, and without fast treatment, it can be fatal. So who's at risk? If you're allergic to latex, you're especially vulnerable. That's because papain shares similar proteins with latex, kiwi, figs, and even pineapple. This is called cross-reactivity, and it can make papaya dangerous without warning. So what's the protection plan? It's simple. Track how your body reacts every time you eat papaya. If you notice consistent symptoms, no matter how mild, talk to your doctor. Ask for an allergy test that checks for papain sensitivity. And if confirmed, the safest choice is complete avoidance. You don't need to guess. You don't need to risk it. Modern testing can tell you exactly how your body responds. And for seniors, whose immune systems may react more intensely, this isn't something to ignore. Because the difference between a healing food and a harmful one isn't always what it looks like on the outside. It's how your body handles it on the inside. If you've ever felt strange after eating papaya, tingling, rash, fatigue, type allergy alert in the comments. Your story might help someone else catch a warning sign before it turns serious. Coming up next, let's finally talk about what happens when you eat papaya the right way. The incredible benefits when you respect the fruit. The incredible benefits when done right. So far, we've looked at the dangers, the mistakes, the hidden risks that can turn this innocent fruit into a health threat. But now, let's shift the spotlight. Because when you respect papaya, when you eat it the right way, it transforms into a powerful ally for seniors over 60. In fact, papaya might be one of the most complete functional foods nature ever created. Here's what happens when you use it wisely. 1. It becomes your digestive ally. Papaya's enzymes, especially papain, help break down protein into amino acids. That's crucial for seniors whose stomach acid has naturally declined. It means less bloating, better digestion, and more efficient nutrient absorption. And better digestion has more energy. 2. It supercharges your immune system. Just 1 cup of papaya gives you 98% of your daily vitamin C needs. Vitamin C strengthens your immune defenses, supports wound healing, and protects against infection. It also helps your body produce collagen, keeping your skin, joints, and blood vessels resilient. 3. It fights inflammation and aging. Papaya is rich in beta-carotene and lycopene, 2 antioxidants proven to reduce oxidative stress. This means less internal rusting of your cells, and better protection against heart disease, joint stiffness, and premature aging. It's food that fights the fire inside. 4. It shields your eyes and skin. With powerful compounds like vitamin A, beta-carotene, and zeaxanthin, papaya protects your vision, reducing the risk of macular degeneration. It also supports skin elasticity, giving you that healthy glow from the inside out. 5. It calms autoimmunity and joint pain. Its bioactive compounds help regulate your immune system. For seniors with arthritis, lupus, or chronic inflammation, papaya may help calm flare-ups and ease discomfort naturally. 6. It supports weight and muscle recovery low in calories, high in fiber, filled with recovery-boosting enzymes. Papaya is perfect for seniors staying active with walking or light strength work. It helps muscles repair and reduces soreness. All of these benefits, only when you eat papaya the right way. Coming up next, let me show you how to eat it safely step by step, with smart timing, safe amounts, and easy rules to protect your gut, heart, and medications. Type "ready for the plan" in the comments if you're committed to using papaya correctly starting this week. How to eat papaya the right way. Now that you know the risks and the powerful benefits, let's talk about what really matters. How to eat papaya safely so it heals, not harms. Because like any natural medicine, papaya only works when you follow the right plan. Here's exactly what you need to do. 1. Ideal serving size: stick to 1 cup, 140 grams per serving. That's enough to deliver all the benefits without overwhelming your stomach, your liver, or your medications. If you're using it for digestion or recovery, that 1 cup is powerful. Avoid doubling up, avoid daily excess. 2. Weekly frequency. For most healthy seniors, 4 to 5 servings per week is the sweet spot. Not every single day, and definitely not at every meal. Think of papaya as a weekly tool, not a daily crutch. Too much can lead to enzyme overload. Too little and you miss its healing power. Balance is the key. 3. Best timing. Want to boost digestion? Eat papaya 30 minutes before a meal. It primes your stomach for protein, calms bloating, and prepares your gut to absorb nutrients. Want faster muscle recovery after a walk or workout? Papaya also works after exercise to reduce soreness and aid tissue repair. Never eat it too close to bedtime. Those enzymes can stimulate your gut when your body is trying to rest. 4. Cycle your use. Every 2 to 3 months, take a 1-week break from papaya. Why? Because your body can develop enzyme tolerance. A short pause resets your digestive system, keeping papaya's effects strong and reliable. 5. Medication safety. If you're taking blood thinners, diabetes drugs, or heart medications, keep a 2-hour gap between your dose and your papaya. If you're unsure, always ask your doctor first. 6. Optional. Smart seed use. If you're not allergic, you can try 5 to 6 fresh seeds or 1 to 2 teaspoons dried. No more. Sprinkle them into smoothies or yogurt for extra gut support. But remember, avoid completely if you're pregnant, allergic to latex, or on warfarin. That's your full plan. A simple senior-safe blueprint to unlock all the benefits without inviting harm. Coming up next, let's bring it all together in a powerful closing message. One final reminder of what papaya truly is. A gift, a tool, but only when used with wisdom. Conclusion: respecting papaya's potency. You started this video thinking papaya was just another fruit. Sweet, soft, safe. But now you know the truth. Papaya can be healing or hazardous. It can soothe your stomach or inflame it, protect your heart or interfere with your medication, strengthen your immunity or trigger dangerous allergic reactions. The difference is not the fruit, it's how you use it. If you've made one or more of the 6 mistakes we talked about today, you're not alone. Most people make them, but now you're informed. Now you're prepared. Now you have a plan, because what you eat matters. But how you eat it matters even more. Papaya, when eaten correctly, is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory, gut-supporting, immune-boosting tools available to seniors over 60. It's gentle, it's natural, and it works when respected. So take the wisdom from today and turn it into action. Choose ripe, measure your portions, store it smart, avoid medication clashes, and most of all, listen to your body. Because small changes create massive shifts over time. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a strange reaction after eating papaya? Will you change the way you eat it starting today? Type your story in the comments. You never know. Your experience could protect someone else. If this video opened your eyes, tap the like button, share it with someone who eats papaya regularly, and subscribe to Ageless Vitality so you never miss another life-saving tip. Because knowledge is power. But applied knowledge is transformation. Respect the fruit, protect your health, and live stronger, longer.